Elise was grumbling, huffing and sighing. Her mood was quite stormy, the wind just as trying. "The weather is awful, my hair's in a mess, my shoelace is tangled, my day is just stress." A gentle breeze swirled around Elise, carrying golden leaves that sparkled slightly. "Oh, Elise, dear Elise, don't frown, just wait. I've come to remind you, your day's really great." Elise looked up confused. "Who said that? Who's there? I don't see a face. Are you just floating and speaking in space?" The breeze swirled playfully around her. "I'm the thankful breeze here to show you today that blessings surround you in each little way. You frown at the wind, but oh, can't you see? It cools off the world and dances so free." The wind swirled a kite into the air where children laughed and chased it. Elise blinked and stared as the children took flight. Their laughter was ringing, their kites soared so light. "Perhaps," she admitted, "the wind isn't bad. But my day's still the worst, I just feel so mad." The breeze circled around Elise and gently lifted her scarf, leading her toward a park bench where an old woman sat. "Then let's take a look. Just sit for a spell. See life through their eyes, and all will be well." The old woman smiled at a small flower pushing through a crack in the sidewalk. "Oh, look at this bloom, so tiny, so bright. It pushes through stone just to reach for the light. It asks for no riches, no grand fancy things. So it's happy with sunshine, with breezes and spring." Elise watched, tilting her head, beginning to think. Elise scratched her chin and wiggled her nose. "I guess being thankful is just how one grows." She looked at her feet and wiggled her toes. "I have shoes on my feet, though they stepped in a hose." She laughed, looking around, and the world seemed brighter. "My breakfast was tasty, my bed was so warm. I have friends who love me through sunshine and storm." You're catching on now, the lesson's begun. Look at your life, there's much more than one." The wind carried Elise toward a little boy feeding birds. He offered her a piece of bread, smiling. A boy with a grin had so little to spare, yet happily gave with a heart full of care. I see it now, it's simple and true, and the more that I'm thankful, the more joy shines through. The breeze swirled around Elise, laughing gently. A heart full of thanks can weather the tide. Through sunshine or rain, it beams from inside. Elise stood looking around at the beauty of the world. The sky, the trees, the people smiling. She took a deep breath. So even if small things don't go my way, I still have so much that brightens my day. She twirled in the wind, arms wide, finally smiling. And so from that day, Elise always knew. A thankful heart makes the whole world feel new. The breeze drifted off into the sky, whispering one last time, "Be thankful, dear child, through thick and through thin, for joy starts with thank you. It grows from within." Elise waved, running home as the sun set, smiling all the way. Fade out end.